Supercoach tabs on my phone at dawn, scrolling through the carnage, what went wrong? Grandma sold a steady, rookies on the rise, mid-prices tempting me, danger in disguise. Big J calling from the couch, mate, check your side. Joe bragging about a loophole, riding that tide. We're trading in our hopes like stocks on a screen, chasing that price rise, living the dream. Woo! We're the center bounce crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world. That's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues. Every week we're breaking the rules. AFL in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bounce crew. Got duds on the park, can't win a hard ball. Need a downgrade, target, answer that call. Possessions piling up, my captain's on fire. Vice loop lightning, sparks through the wire. Yeah. Trade plan scribbled on the back of a bill. One more sideways move, I swear I'll sit still. But the siren hits Friday, logic is gone. Mate, just push and go on. Who you backing in, who you backing in? Who you backing in, yeah. Who you letting go? One more risky move, then we steal the show. We're the center bounce crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues. Every week we're breaking the rules. They fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bounce crew. We're the center bounce crew. Oh yeah, the center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. The center bounce crew.
Could have sworn I heard this song not long ago. Just because Big J wrapped up the other stream. Bang, in we come. Tag team. Welcome one and all to yet another live watch along. It's your boy Joe. Here we go. 6 minutes till the bounce. And all the talk has been about whether or not Nick Dacos is going to be a laid out. Is Nick out? No, I think Nick is still going to play, guys. I think Nick is in. Don't be worried about it. But in terms of who the tip is, it's a very good question. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm leaning towards Freo. Personally, I think they're in the better form. And I think they'll be crazy not to tag Nick, knowing that the guy is not 100%. So I think I'm leaning towards the Dockers to win this one. Really keen to see how we go. AFL videos, last minute center bounce. You commented that exact same thing last week. AFL videos, good to see ya. Happy to have you once again joining us live. Jack, how are you, Jack? I'm doing well, my friend. Can you help me decide? Happy to go. Let me know. What do you got? What are your options, mate? Lay them to me. We got some time. We got 5.5 minutes. Poets, how are you, mate? Don't know who to tip for this game. Leaning towards Freo. Yeah, same. Mark Lavelle on the Freo train. Uncle Acker as well on the Freo train. Sup, Flash? How you doing well, my friend? I love this wildlife watch-alongs, mate. Can you look at my team first? Yeah, what do we got? All right, let's have a look. See if we can jump into Super Coach, Super Cock. No, not NFL. This is all right. Let's see. All right, let's have a look at your team, Jack. You'd be in the members league. Let's have a look. No, I want to go to leagues. Sorry. Leagues, members league. Jack, Gainer for Rainer. Bro, you're doing really well. What are you talking about, mate? So we've got Clark, Worrell, Grill, Sinclair, Selwood. I would be surprised if he does. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Look, if Fremantle let him turn up knowing that the guy's under an injury cloud, they'd be stupid. Just send someone to him. Just tag him out of the game. I'm in the same boat as you with Houston being a primo. Going for the Dockers this game. Indeed. All right. The Bont Butters. Nick's in. Richards is in. Anderson, Walsh, Bruin, Smith. Oh, you're gone with Scary, mate. And then English. So, yeah, English got to go. So, yes, English and Selwood for Grundy. What? English and Selwood for Grundy. Or I get Gawn. Nah, don't get rid of Richards at this point. If he's named and he plays, don't trade him. Okay? If he plays, it means he's good to go. You don't want to trade out Richards when he's good to go. So I'd keep a trade open just in case Richards is a late out, and then you can pull the trigger. Sorry, I meant Grundy and Farrow. Yeah, okay. So English and Selwood for Grundy Farrow works well. And I assume that means that you get Gawn by trading out Richards. No, don't. If he's playing, like I said, if he's playing, don't trade him out. Don't do that. Also, that trades gives me 100k. Yeah. Oh well, that's another positive. Houston is gone as around 5 balls. He's going to have to put up with those scores mixing with some tons. Well, you have better patience than I do, Tatum. I just could not. I refused to stick with him, the bastard. It's also maybe boosting, grabbing Coleman for Buderick. Nah. I think that ship has sailed, Jack. That ship has sailed. The full trade is English, Houston, and Watkins for Gawn, Pickett, and Farrow plus 100k. Cool. Very cool. That works. Hey! Sorry, I wasn't anticipating you to be here.
No, all good. Just wanted to say hello. It was a good stream. Thanks everyone for jumping on. I think I'm going to go eat some dinner. I have a feeling I'm going to triple trade my primos and keep Watkins, as bad as that might be, and then go Watkins to whatever primo is good next week. So maybe that's the plan. My sanity's worth is worth more.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Spend a boost on getting Watkins out. If that makes sense. After boosting him in. So yeah. See how that works for me.
Good luck, my friend.
That's it, mate. If I do the trades I want to do, which is Richards, Ando, and English to Gawn, Pickett, and Whitfield, I still have 100k left over for upgrades next week. So it could work out okay.
Very nice.
Mm.
Very nice indeed. I think I care more about the community team than my own team at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. Jack, there is something to be said about being best friends with Zach Butters in a trade period year. That's it.
Right.
Uncle Akka, mate, do not trade Richards. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. I'm happy. Richards has only been heartache for me at the moment, and I don't know how I'm going to be if I hold Richards. And for one, he's a laid out due to the injury, and two, if he drops like a 40 or a 60 or an 80, and I've kept him another week, I just don't know if I can. So some stuff to think about tonight, but yeah, I've still got time regardless of what happens. See how we do. All right. See you, fellas. Have a good day. Go Roos.
You too, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too, man. See ya. I like it, Initiator. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 primos. Pretty good primos. Very good primos, actually. I like it. Very, very nice. All right. So, now that Jez is gone, we can follow the action. Is that Luke Ryan? What is Luke Ryan doing so high up the ground? Not bad. All right. So we have a ball up. about 60 metres out from Collingwood's goal. Jackson wins the tap straight to Bolton, fends off, caught holding the ball almost immediately. Decam, starting out strong, wins a free kick. Trey Bolton chewing away furiously at some gum. I do not like Ned Reeves, Theo. Decam kicks the ball into the pocket. Pearce says, thank you very much. Very easy as you like. In the back pocket. No one presents. So he just goes back and kicks it high and long, up the line. Decam just pushes over a bunch of people. Not a great kick. The turnover straight to Pendles in the black boots. Pendles puts the ball inside forward 50. And number 17 for Fremantle, McVee, comes in and deals with it. What is up with all of the ads now on footyscores.net? It is absolutely chock-a-block full of ads these days. McStay just slaps the ball over the line. The OG black boots, 100%. Who'd have fielded out of Pooh, Marshall, and Lombard? Not Lombard. Pooh and Marshall is a coin toss, really, isn't it? Pendles claimed by O'Meara, drops him. The ball is still in dispute. Who's going to be clean enough to pick it up? Clark feeds a handball out to Ryan, puts a step on the little angry gnocchi. Collingwood's pressure really high. O'Meara taps it forward, tried to get it to Reed, and it trickles out of bounds. It's absolutely covered in ads, man. It's I missed the good old days when there was less media attention on this website. Ball thrown in. Jackson wins the tap. Murphy Reed taps the ball forward. Nice pickup by Tracy, the wrecking ball. Releases Sarong. Should have just kicked the ball rather than handballing to a guy who was not in a better position. Nick Dacos runs onto it. Him and Schultz combine. He gives it off to DeGoey. DeGoey with a nice forward handball. McStay also decides to handball it. Nice little hand in there by Ryan. Dacos has pushed forward. Clark, oh, you can tell Dacos is not right. You can tell Dacos is not right. There was 0 second efforts there. Jackson fires a handball. Reed looks up, tries to place it into Switkowski's hands. It's a perfect kick, but Switkowski runs just a little bit too far, gets off balance. Good pressure there by Quaynor. Now the Pies have got space on this outer wing. Side bottom goes to McCreary. He is a speedster. And this kick is not good. McDonald just fists it over the line and says, I'll deal with this. Thank you very much. I know Jamie Elliott can leap and take a great mark. That was a shocking kick. Absolutely gave him no chance there. That was pathetic. Ball now being thrown in. Right on the 50 for the Pies. Decam taps it down, side bottom. Where's the Dudley tackle and then blatantly throws it over his head? Nothing wily or tricky about that. Dudley with a very strong tackle. He's pushed very high up the ground to help out here. He wants to go short, but the Pies have done well to cut it all off. Good spoil there by Bruzzy Maynard. Johnson went to go with the chest mark. Bro, you got to stick your hands out. You got to use the dukes, mate. You got to use the dukes. Bont looked great in the black last week. 100%. You could tell he was in Brownlow winning mode with the black boots. Steel side bottom. Manages to get away. This is Josh. Pumps it down the line. Ryan couldn't mark it. Pearce. Short handball to Clark. Goes for a switch, and the switch is good. This is O'Meara. Pies are doing very well here to cover the exits. O'Meara tries to draw the man and kicks it down the line, looking for a miss. A miss couldn't mark. Now the Collingwood Magpies, middle of the ground. How they're going to use it? Crisp with a great kick. Finds McCreary. McCreary half forward. Lowers the eyes. Does he have just enough? He does. and Houston is out the back. Will have the first shot on goal. Perfect kick by Bo McCreary. Good vision by Crisp as well. Thoughts on Luke Traynor? I like him as a player, but I'm not trading him in for my Supercoach team. You can see the Pies are just very well set up behind the play. No easy ball movement for the Dockers. Very different the other way. Membry, he's about 25, and he nails it. First goal of the game to the Pies. And they get around him with a little bit of gusto. Perhaps I should have traded Nick instead of Nando. Yeah, he just doesn't look right, Nick. There were hardly any second efforts. You can tell he doesn't really want to. He does not want to run defensively at all. He will have a few. He'll have a few sprint efforts running towards goal, but he will not run defensively at all. Any Thailand tattoos? Look, I'm a little bit surprised St. Kilda let him go. Sarong getting a tag. Oh, playing in front, DeGoey on Clark. Gets up. Oh, tries to put a dance move. Goes on the left. Dangerous spot. McDonald did well to trap it. You got to get rid of it. Oh, it's that ball. No, umpire calls play on. Chapman decides to go for a fend rather than a handball. Houston fumbles twice, but he doesn't get a chance to use it because it's a free kick to Switkowski. Wow, the Dockers were lucky to get away with that one. Could have very easily have been paid on the ball. Hey, the playlist guy. G'day, mate. Good to see you. The Pies have all the numbers. Murphy Reed flicks a handball over the top to absolutely nobody. Josh Dacos claims it. And his handball was Scheisenhausen as well. This is now Brayshaw. Feeds it back to Switkowski. Not a great kick. It bounces for Pierce, but he's good enough to control it. They try to work the handballs under immense pressure in the middle of the ground, and you can see the result of that is a turnover. The Pies, Elliott gathers, goes on the left, puts it up for Membry, who's going to have another shot on goal, this time from the other pocket. The Dockers over-possessing the football way too much. This handball game makes me look like I'm watching Essendon, and you guys should not want to play that way. Very, very silly decisions. Updated trades. English and Selwood for Jackson and Farrow. Very cool, Theo. Membry. Bro, how'd you miss that? Membry. You can't be missing soda snaps from there, mate. You can't be. Idiot. Anyways. 7-zip. Chapman gets it from Ryan. Ryan wants it back. He is a degenerate footballer, isn't he? He just loves the cheap ball. Quaynor flies. Beautiful fist. Lands in the hands of DeBlowy. This is now Brazzy. Brazzy puts it inside forward 50. They all fly. Ball hits the deck. Very dangerous whenever Jamie Elliott's around it. And he just runs straight out of bounds. Just runs straight out of bounds. I really would have liked it if Ryan just let him run out of bounds without tackling him. He would have got a free kick for sure. Ball thrown back into play. Collingwood's got all the territory here. Jackson wins the tap. Is that O'Meara at the bottom? Can't really see. Stacks on. Got a ball up. Forward pocket for the Pies. Jackson taps it down. Brayshaw gets nutmegged. Sarong clean. Immediately claimed by McStay. Not watching the game at the moment, but Clark on 17 early looks good. Look, I'm a little bit surprising on 17, to be honest. I haven't noticed him at all. I have not noticed him at all. Houston with nothing. Houston's a shithead. This is Jackson, taps the ball down only as far as Wagner, who's immediately claimed by Schultz. Yet another ball up. Jackson, another tap. Ball trickles out of bounds, throw in. Shut up, Steele. No free kick, mate. Just play the game. There was no prior. All right. Ball thrown in. Jackson again, first hand to it. Sharked by Schultz. Feeds the handball out. And that's paid deliberate, out of bounds. Interesting. Okay. Brayshaw with the free kick is looking to go corridor. He made it very obvious, but the kick was just good enough. Sarong fans it out. Can the Dockers make something of this? This is a good kick to half forward. Voss is a spud. Voss is a spud, and we all know it. Patrick Voss shat his pants. How did you drop that, mate? Oh, that's embarrassing. Hot take, Gordon Jackson going to be the 2 top rucks this year. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not bad. As long as Jackson stays on the park and doesn't get suspended. But gee, the prancing pony, the spuddiest of spuds, 100% poet. The spuddiest of spuds. He is hopeless. Can we show a replay of that, please? Show us a replay again of that. Oh, baby. That was pathetic. All bark, no bite. All duck, no dinner. And don't tell me that I'm a salty Essendon supporter. You could clearly see that it was pathetic. This is long. Feeds it back to Josh Dacos. Pumps it inside forward 50. McDonald is well positioned. Well done, Clark. Where's a lot of heat? McDonald. Oh, gee, he's missed it. Dudley does well to come back and help. They love to handball. They love to handball, these Dockers. Bolton finally tells them, no, guys, we have to kick. This is now the prancing pony. The prancing pony is too busy prancing and not enough ponying. You're hopeless. Shea Bolton tries to put a dance move on, kicks it inside the middle. Oh, dangerous ball. Pendle stripped. Scary stripped. How is that not holding the ball, umpire? Bruce. Oh, beautiful pickup. Oh, Reed. That was perfect. And finally, Murphy Reed, you deserve a lot of credit. I honestly think Murphy Reed has been the best player on the field to this point. Everything, or most of what he does, turns to gold. The kick was so perfect, even the spuddiest of spuds, Voss, couldn't drop it. It was too perfect. Oh, place your bets. Where's this going? Yes, Jordan Clark doing well, Jordan Clark on 23. Where's this going? I reckon he's missing. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Patrick Voss, 4 goals, 12 for the season. Jeremy Howe kicks the ball towards the wing. Who flies? 2 Dockers. And the ball goes out of bounds on the wing. You just knew he was going to miss. I know. Poet. It was borderline rhetorical question. There we go. Throw in. This is now Darcy in the ruck against Steen. Ooh, bit of a slip there. Ned Long hacks the ball forward. That's holding. It's going to be a free kick. It is. To Darcy Cameron. So, Steen in the ruck and D-Cam was forward. This is now Nick Dacos. Oh, my God. Nick Dacos. That kick was... He missed his target by a good 40 meters, I'd say. That was a shocking kick. Crisp. Fakes an underground handball. Goes around the corner. Lipinski playing in front. Manages to take the chest mark. He puts it up top of the goal square. Elliott flies. Schultz stays on the ground, dribbles it through for a minor score. Just the wrong side of the post for Schultz. Jordan Clark taking the kick in. You got to play on from it, though, please. Good. He does play on. You love to see it. And he kicks it long. Darcy in prime position. Steen with the fist. Long kicks the ball immediately back inside 50. And nice mark there by Ryan. Plays on pretty quickly. And it works out all right for Clark. Clark having a very solid start, as has Luke Ryan, to be fair. Kicks it high and long up the wing. The numbers are supporting Collingwood. Steen dropped what he really should have taken. Nick. He's just a nothing player tonight. Nick Dacos. I don't have any expectations for him whatsoever. Switch is on. This is Ryan. Further afield, he did have O'Meara and did not go there. Instead, he goes for a more middle option. This is McVee. McVee takes on. You can see Decam on the mark and says, I can run past you. That he does. Prancing Pony flies. Couldn't mark, but it hits the deck. Bolton, what's he going to do? He's got Frampton on his hammer. Does well to put pressure. Affects the handball. Long. Feeds it back to Nick Dacos. This is a better kick. The Pies are in the middle of the ground. They switch to the other side. This is now Membry. About 70 out. Puts it up inside forward 50. Well done. Luke Ryan comes in with a very strong spoil. O'Meara now coming the other way. Can the Dockers counter? This is Tracy, the big kahuna. Puts it short. This is Murphy Reid. On the 50 in the pocket. Does it reach? Voss, it doesn't. Great diving spoil there by Bruzzy Maynard. A sensational dive. And we got a stoppage now in the forward pocket here for the Dockers. Ball thrown in. Darcy takes it out of the ruck. Releases the handball only as far as Nick Dacos. Hats it round the body. And it is well chopped off. Ryan, he's just been the Tom Stewart at the moment. He fans it out wide. They're trying to spread this Collingwood defense. Oh, shocking kick. Shocking stumble and mess. Oh, how have they messed this up? How have they messed this up? McDonald is throwing the game. Oh, this kick was equally as shocking. What the hell is going on? Well done. Who's number 41? Who's number 41 for the Pies? Is that Anderson? No, it's Steen. No, 41. Who's 41? Anderson. I've liked the look of Anderson so far, to be honest. This is now McStay. Pots it up top of the 50. Elliott! He flew, but didn't get a hand on it. Unrealistic attempt, apparently. Angus Anderson, yeah, he's looking good. He looks good at the level. He's definitely one I'm looking to bring in a couple of weeks' time. That is not a great kick. This is a mark. Perryman. Intercept mark. Oh, Houston with his first touch. Please turn it over. He goes very far back. And then he just puts it up to the hot spot. Membry almost. Anderson. He is bound for glory. Yes, sir. Dudley on defensive 50. Collingwood have done an amazing job here stifling this movement. Clark. Chapman. They're trying to work it by handball. This time there's a bit more space. Johnson. This might work. O'Meara. They got numbers if they can use the ball well. 2-on-1. Oh, Frampton will say thank you very much. Scary. Warner. Top of the goal square, Switkowski will line up directly in front with no angle to speak of. This is a very good passage of play. Did I say Warner? I meant to say Wagner. Very good passage of play there by the Dockers. They just didn't know how to use their numbers at times. Skerry did well to keep the ball alive. Switkowski. 1 goal for this season. Luke Ryan on 44 Supercoach points is a bit ridiculous. There you go. Kicks the goal. And the Dockers down by 1 point. Jordy Clark, 31. I definitely feel like Luke Ryan's done a lot more than Jordan Clark, for sure. Sarong, 19. Jackson, 15. Anderson, 17. Nick Dacos, 11. Not doing hot. Houston, 4. Those who've gone with Steen, it's still early days, but 6 is not very good. It's the 3 marks and 3 tackles. He's impacting in other metrics. Yeah, Ryan's actually had a very good game. Ryan's definitely been a lot more impactful than Clark. Dacos, harassed by Brayshaw, creates a turnover. Good, strong tackle there by Bruzzy Maynard, and we got a forward 50 stoppage about 40 metres out from Fremantle's goal. You can tell Dacos isn't right. Kind of saying when it banged up, Nick is better than most of. I know, but you could clearly tell that Nick is not right. Oh, nice tackle there by McCreary. But you can clearly see that Nick Dacos is severely hampered. Wagner pumps the ball high and long. Quaynor puts his fist into it, but doesn't go out of bounds. Instead, Shea Bolton fends, and in fending off his opponent, he pushes himself out of bounds. That's pretty funny. Forward 50, throw in. Back into play. Darcy wins a tap. Jackson goes out of play. Gonna have a throw in. About half forward for the for the Dockers. Can't Dacos voted in merit for a game? Well, the thing is, initiator, it's Gather Round. He can literally call up any other player in the league. They'll all be there. They'll all be in Adelaide. If there was ever a week to be injured, this is the week for it. Brayshaw doesn't have the pill, but he's hunting it. He's hunting it. He's hungry. Skerry applies some pressure. Desperate. Creates a turnover. Gets it himself. Can he keep the ball in play? No. Well done, Skerry. Multiple efforts there. Very, very impressive. I reckon he had like 4 efforts in a row. Very good stuff. Creates an opportunity here for the Dockers. Who's giving away the free kick? Of course it was Darcy. He's hopeless. Decam. On his defensive 50. He retreats all the way back to the last man in defense. Frampton. To Quaynor. Hemmed up in his back pocket. He goes back to Frampton, who waltzes away. He goes to a one-on-one, but the kick was to perfection. This is McCreary on the outer wing. Nothing on offer that he likes. So he just kicks it down the line. Pearce can't mark. Pendles swoops onto it. Lipinski to side bottom. Nice little dance step there by Pendles. Centering ball. Good fist there by Freo. Clever tap there by Brayshaw. This allows the Dockers to run and gun and handball through the middle of the ground. Kick inside forward 50, but it's going wide. Can Dudley control it? He can't. And he goes out of play. Surely the AFL could make a cool looking uniform for the umpires. I just see Chemist Warehouse billboards. Well, that's the point, Uncle Acker. It's all for marketing. That's the whole point. You know how the AFL loves their money. Money-hungry bastards. Bolton claimed immediately in a very strong tackle. Deliberate out of bounds against Nick Dacos. You could clearly tell, yes, he wanted it out of play. He did not want any more tackling pressure on him. Brayshaw plays on. Gets to just outside 50. Puts it top of the goal square. Jackson flies. Can't mark. Side bottom. Composed. Feeds a handball to Bruzzy. Claimed immediately. Bolton. Spin move. Caught. Caught by Quaynor. Beautifully done. And JL is pissed in the coach's box. He can't believe what he's seen. The ball's just ping-ponging around now inside the forward 50 for the Dockers, who have all spread out back. Dacos. Handball. DeGoey. Not much to go to. Luckily, he has Houston running past. His kick. Cut off by Ryan. He goes in the middle. Great game by Ryan. Sarong into the shocking kick to nobody. Is that 50? No, it's not. Well played, umpire. Remember how dope the goal umpires back in the day? What? 100%, bro. They looked suave, Aka. They looked suave. Even the way they did the stick, the do the fingers for the goals. They had style, man. Maynard. This is a very central kick. Pierce says, thank you very much. Runs off with it. That was way too bold. That was unnecessarily bold. He turns the ball over. The Pies enter forward 50. Steen, can he gather? Oh my God. You play and run and are just as coordinated as a ruckman. Can the Pies somehow make this work? Lipinski. Oh, McCreary dived on it. I'd say that's holding the ball, but McCreary gets a reprieve. Holy crap, Steen. That was poor. Very poor by Steen. Ryan. Another disposal. Pumps it out of there. Can the Dockers hold on for 3 more seconds? They can. The siren's going to sound just before DeGoey had a shot on goal. It would have gone through the big sticks. But the siren just beats them. Very low scoring affair. 8 plays 7. The Pies up by 1 at quarter time. 1 goal each to these two sides. A game riddled, absolutely riddled with skill errors and deferred pressure. The players not handling the conditions very well. Honestly, we normally get great games of football this year so far with our watch-alongs. Can't say tonight is one of them, but you never know. Every time the ball flies past Houston, I can laugh a bit. Well, Houston's currently on 5 points. Houston, you would be very happy. 14 fantasy. Who would have thought? Would you really have thought that Braden Maynard, 33, would be leading the Pies? Maynard and Howe as the two main scorers for the Pies. Meanwhile, Puke Ryan, 60. 60. The quarter time. 8 disposals, all 8 of them kicks. 4 marks, 3 tackles. What a game at 100%. Luke Ryan to the absolute stratosphere. $468K. Puke Ryan. Could we go there? Could we go there? His break-even is 152. Bro, he might get that at half-time. He might get this at half-time. Or at least 3/4 time. And then he's got West Coast next week. Jeez. He's already outscored his last week's score, Dan Houston. Already. In the first quarter. Insane. Why can't Josh step up when Nick is injured, man? So disappointing. I know. They're a bunch of wusses, they're boys. They're a bunch of wusses. What can you do? Honestly, if this game does not pick up, I'm going to fall asleep. I know, bro. I'm trying to keep us awake here. Yo, Hippo. How we doing? Houston, very poor start. I'm so glad I traded that fraud last week. He can get in the bin. Stuff him. Houston for Bond? Mate, easiest decision of my life. He can get stuffed. And there'll be players who have Jacobs, Houston, and Treacy. Feel for them right now. I don't think there'd be a lot on Treacy. Jacobs, I think there'd be a few more. Houston, a lot more. Please do this, Clark, every quarter. I know, mates. I know. 100%. Please. Please, Clark, keep it up, son. I wonder what George ended up doing, if he ended up trading out Clark or Anderson. Avoided all the carnage so far. Oh, love to hear it, Jack. Nah, not really. There's been absolutely no reason to tag him. He has been completely shit on his own, Jack. You can tell the guy is clearly not right. Clearly he's not right. There are no second efforts. He's trying to avoid contact. He's given away a few free kicks. Yeah, no, he's clearly not right. Yeah, let's hope for a Houston deck of sub 60. I know. I don't have either of them in my team anymore. The community team does have Nick, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll bounce back strong. So, who wins it from here, lads? So are we still no, Josh Dacos? Yeah, no, Josh Dacos. What's Josh on? Holy shit, Josh is only on 8? Hello, ridiculous. Good to see ya. Nick Dacos is running sideways. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. He's not integral to this game. Yeah, I'm still on the Dockers, Mark. Still going to go live for a bit. Well, can't leave this live, obviously. I'll have you playing on my phone, though. If you go live, I'll have you on my phone. Alrighty. So the Pies, though, have certainly been the better team as a system. Plus 11 inside 50s, plus 7 midfield interceptions. So they're clearly getting their wall set up. The Dockers are handballing into pressure. And I think that might be the directive this quarter. The directive this quarter from JL, I assume, would be you got to spread and kick Mark more. Thoughts on Angus? I've liked him. I have liked Angus Anderson a lot. I think he's had a very good... Where's the heat map? Why are there ads? Instead of... No. Right. Why have we got ads now instead of heat maps? It's off. All right, I'm not going to use this website anymore. Stuff that. We'll go to DFS. The DFS have live scoring. Live scoring. Hello. Oh, this is so bad. And footy it is. Fan footy it is. Never thought we'd come back to this, but here we are. Heat maps are still there? I don't see them. Where? I've got bloody ads here instead. Oh well. Let's go back to this game, which no doubt has started up again. Scores are level. Brayshaw might have just scored that point. How on the kick-in? Scroll down. Got to scroll down. Oh, they're here now. Oh, I don't like that. I much prefer them on the side. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Kick back inside forward, 50 for the Dockers. Tracy, 2 hands, couldn't mark it. Jackson tries to work his magic. Ball spills. Scary with a tackle on McCreary. All right, so I want an Anderson. Oh, is he the one doing the tagging duties? Josh Dacos feeds a handball out wide. This will be, yes, it is, another clanger for Josh Dacos. Should have just kicked the pill. McCreary, can he force a turnover? He can. Wow, nice soccer out of the midair. Elliott uses the body. Couldn't mark. Ryan is the safety behind the play. Oh, Ryan, what a game he's having. He's got such a good role. Wagner. I don't like where Clark is positioning himself. Clark is not in a position to receive a mark. Switkowski. Wow. A free kick to who? To Tracy. Okay, sure. Tracy pops it top of the goal square, looking for Jackson to run and jump. But Jeremy Howe, supreme blocking, allows Frampton to mark the ball. Basically uncontested. Lipinski, further afield. McStay to Nick Dacos. Didn't want to kick it. Handballs it back to Schultz. He goes down the line. Steen. It was an interesting mismatch. Oh, wait, Steen free kick. Okay. Steen feeds it back to Schultz. One-on-ones everywhere. Good fist there by Wagner. McCreary and Rowan Steele claim him in a tackle. And we've got a ball up about 40 metres out from Collingwood's goal. Steen has to have their owners pulling their hair out, probably. Elliott releases a handball. McCreary tries to put a dance up on McDonald and couldn't. Nice spin there. Ball's out of play. Also, Supercoach Live has this function where you can look at the timeline of player scores. Have a look at that. AFL matches. Darcy wins the tap down. Wagner almost tripped, but gets the kick away. It works. The prancing pony all by himself takes the mark. Oh, centering ball works to Sarong. Releases a handball rather than kicking. Chapman shits himself. Gives it straight to McStay. Brayshaw gets Steele high. That's got to be a free kick. Oh, it's a website called Supercoach Live. Okay. So many websites. Should have been more specific, my bad. All good, Flash. So side bottom. Free kick. He's inside the center square. He just goes direct up the guts. Good spoil. They're defending grimly. Anderson. It's on the right. Ball bounces. Guess to who? To Ryan. Of course it is. He bombs it out of there. Frampton Can't mark. Scary. Applied some pressure. O'Meara steps inside on Houston to Spud. Scary releases a further handball of field. That's a great handball there by Scary. This you got to make the most. Bolton. Shea Bolton gets it through. Just sneaks it through. Well done, Scary. That is on Scary. You know why it's on Scary? Because he didn't go the short handball. He went for the longer one to then allow the overlap runner from the guy running short to release to free up the play. That is smooth moving football. Very good stuff. Houston had to stick that tackle, but he's a bit of a spud. And that was a beautiful long handball, which then enabled the Shea Bolton goal. Think I have a delay? Yeah, I most likely do. I'm watching it on KO. KO always seems to have a bit of a delay, bro. I'm glad there's so many websites now. More choice on. Yeah, 100%. Agreed. My time is 15:24. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Bolton. Not a great kick. Perryman bombs the ball inside forward 50. Steen flies. Ryan stays on the deck. Oh, McVee putting some dance steps on. Ryan again. This ball is chopped off, though. He is human. Oh. Steen. Oh, good hands. There's numbers. Can they control it? Schultz, clever. Wow. O'Meara sits him down. O'Meara absolutely sits him down and gets the ball. Wow, this is a great bump there by O'Meara. Old-fashioned bang, as you say, Akka. That was sensational. Murphy Reed goes short. He going to get it back? Yes, he does. Kicks it inside forward 50. Tracy! He just absolutely destroys Frampton off the play, and Frampton is there having a wuss about it. Meanwhile, De Goey is going down to the rooms. And he's not happy, De Goey. Quainor. Low bullet. Doesn't really suit his teammate. Is that in the back? No, it's on the ball. Interesting call. Rowan Steele retreats to Quainor. Josh to Houston. No, sorry, not Houston. This is Perryman. Clark. Does he give away a free kick? He does. For what? Oof. Elliott. Not sure where he's going to go. Shallow entry inside forward 50. Membry tries to claim a mark, which obviously wasn't one. Nick retreats to Pendles. Back to Nick. Does a nice little spin. Touched by Shrek? No. Deemed a mark. Score assist perhaps incoming for Nick Dacos. Luke Ryan on 75. Oh my God. I was joking when I said he was going to reach 150 before halftime. I'm not joking anymore. There's still 12 and a half minutes in this quarter. Especially if Membry misses this. Oh boy, he misses it badly. Barely sneaks through for a behind. And Luke Ryan on the kick-in. Oh my God. Luke Ryan. To the moon. That's a play on. Yep, that counts. Oh my God, this is insane. Such a low game. Low scoring. McDonald. Oh, dangerous ball. Well done there by Crisp. Intercepts the corridor entry. Rather than spoiling it, he went for the mark, which is even more impressive. Long. Oh, not 15. That's high. That was such a shit tackle there by Scary. Scary, you are the worst tackler in the competition. I think. Scary, you just genuinely might be the worst tackler in the competition. Who taught you how to tackle? Who taught you to tackle up? Are you stupid? You got rocks in here, you damn? Oh my god. Long. From 50. He shows Membry how to kick for goal. Typical Clark, 100%. Well, the thing is, I was sort of saying it in the first quarter that I really wasn't noticing Clark. He was not the prominent guy at all. And I can't say that he had that super hot, sexy role, which was seeing him get all the points. So I'm not surprised that things aren't necessarily falling his way this quarter. Because he's not playing like an integral member of the team. Why does the commentator say ambitious kick? How about shit kick? I know, right? 100%, bro. They never want to be overly critical of the players. That's why. They have this media training and they want to be as professional as possible. So they say things like ambitious, risky, when in reality, you know it's foolish. Rather than risky, you say it's a foolish kick. Oh, nice dance step. But he kicks it straight to Houston with an intercept mark. There you go, Wooden Spoon data. There you go, Woody. An intercept mark for Houston. We want the ball in Houston's hands. Collingwood have won 11 of their past 12 at Adelaide Oval. Who would have thought? They go forward again. Elliott, down low, feeds it to Pendles. On the left, he skies at top of the goal square. Membry! Oh, it was a hard one to mark, to be fair. But he's not happy. To go, he's done for the night. He's got the warm-up jumper on and he's on the phone, back row. Someone pull out the popcorn. Darcy, on his far as Crisp. That orange Bank West logo looks dreadful. They need to bring back the hard cacker. Sadly, Houston would rather have it. Clark finally gets a disposal, but it's a very cheap one. Oh, Anderson fumbles. Amos with a rare touch. And you could tell it was a rare touch because this guy missed Wagner by quite some distance. This is now Murphy Reed. Bro, was that really 15, umpire? Clark, where are you going, Clark? You're never going to be used there. Terrible positioning. Ooh. Darcy looks injured. I have no idea why he's injured. Nothing in the replay suggested to me that he had anything wrong with him. Chapman to Clark, who just, instead of taking his man on, decides to just kick it straight into him. Why not? You absolute muppet. Great pick up there by Elliott. Somehow manages... Oh, look at this connection. Well done by the Pies. Very well done by the Pies. Now Lockie Schultz has a chance to have a shot on goal. Darcy concussion, perhaps. He's pointing to his neck. It will be huge for Jackson. Schultz goes off his mark to get some more distance, and he misses. Oh, that looks like a HIA assessment to me. Oh, Luke Ryan kicking again. Luke Ryan. Another kick in. Schultz does well to rove the pack. Sends it inside forward 50. Everyone flies. Clark. This is such a bad game. It's actually such a crappy game. Steele releases it. Pendles fakes them all out. Perryman. Crisp evades the tackler. Schultz dancing left and right. Bolton, what the hell was he thinking? But that's a wonderful tackle. Wow. Warner. Very nice tackle indeed. Oh, and then he runs past Schultz as well. Double victory. Can't wait for everyone to flock on Ryan now and watch him drop a 60 next round, 100%. It's a seagull game, hence why Ryan is lighting up like a Christmas tree, 100%. Luke is playing like his old blonde self. It's actually insane. He's on 82. And there's still 7 minutes to go. Oh, clever tap there by Long, only as far as one. That's got to be high. No, not high. And this is another nice little tap to Pendles, to Josh Dacos. Zigging and zagging. Kicks it around the body. Good mark there by Pierce. To Clark. Oh, no! Clark spent it before he had it. Back to Pierce. It's all right. Crisis averted. Schultz. To Nick Dacos. Over the top. McStay wins the one-on-one. Darcy going down to the rooms now. Oh, my God. It's just carnage. It's just carnage left and right. Are playing horrific football at the moment. McStay goes round the corner and he slots it. This is such a shit game of football. Like 3 goals to 2. Wow. Riveting stuff. Riveting stuff. It's just living in the Collingwood forward line. When exposed to a one-on-one, Ryan fails. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, Darcy's getting assessed for a HIA. Where does his head hit? It felt like he hardly even ran into the guy. Jackson, beautiful out of the middle, only as far as Perryman. This is now Bruzzy. Goes out wide to Crisp. Crisp. Down the line. Pendles. That was beautiful by Pendles. He waltzes away. This is a perfectly placed kick. Well done, Pierce. That was a super spoil there by Pierce. Holy crapola. But that was way too easy for the Pies to transition it. If Darcy goes down, Jackson is going to go to beast mode with solo ruck. I would say he won't be solo ruck. If Darcy goes down, they'll just call up Mason Cox the following week. That's why they brought Mason Cox, right? But for the rest of this game, absolutely, Jackson will go crazy. But for next week, you just know they'll bring in Cox. The Dockers have not had an inside 50 in the last 10 minutes. Now they finally do. Who will go for it? Prancing Pony. Oh, but it's a free kick. Of course it is. To Steen. Oh, he goes back to Houston. This game is so miserable. Houston bombs out of the defensive 50. McDonald fists it. Now the rain is coming in earnest. Holy crap, it's pissing down there at Adelaide Oval. Anderson mongrels it. Warner or Wagner. Warner. It is Warner. This is now O'Meara. It is absolutely pissing down here. The rain is off the charts. You can actually see the rain. That's how bad it is. Oh my God. Wet and wild, guys. Wet and wild. Who needs to go to Gold Coast for that? Holy shit. Well, this might make the game a bit more interesting. Dacos, does very well to evade, but the kick is not great. It might still work. Oh, fancy handball by Schultz. Doesn't quite work out, though. Brayshaw, soccers off the ground. Great pickup by Reed, but it's turned over. Good forward pressure. Out the back. Can Schultz get to it? No, he can't. It goes out of bounds. It's my tears running down from owning Houston. That crowd is better than me in a shower. Oh, no, Nishiana. I love that call. It's my tears owning Houston. What's Houston on? Houston's on 16 on the bench. Yes, bro, go to the bench. You've done a lot of work, Houston. Sarong applies some pressure on Steele side bottom. I feel like the rain suits Collingwood more. They're just more mature, bigger bodies, I feel. I don't know. They're all playing volleyball. Steen, stripped by Brayshaw. Hacks it out of there. Nobody home but Jamie Elliott, who, of course, somehow is clean, even in this wet weather. Game is making the footy gods cry, I know. It's just too ugly. It's too boring. How is Nick Dacos on 51? What did Nick? Oh, what a volleyball! There by Steele side bottom, only as far as Sarong. He kicks it. It slides off his foot, and it goes out of bounds. And as we know, the lasso rule kicks in. Free kick Collingwood. This is a bit of a domination here by the Pies. Frampton. Inside forward 50. Deacam. Can't mark. Yeah, but how the hell is Nick Dacos up to 51 now? That is ridiculous. He's had 3 clangers, has he not? Somewhere, Supercoach God is weeping at puke Ryan dominating the pass. Fancy ass shit kick, 100%. It was disgusting. Oh my God. Touches on good efficiency, I guess. Nah, it's because it's Nick Dacos. You know they've got Champion Data own Nick Dacos. Dogger's been poor. He has been. He's getting his hands on the ball, I feel like, with hitouts, but they're just not connecting with the midfielders. There he is. Again, first hands to it. McDonald. Hacks it out of there. Prancing Pony playing in front. Manages to take the mark. And he's telling everyone, go down because I'm kicking it long. And that's exactly where Jeremy Howe says, Jeremy Howe misses. Ball comes at the back. Dudley does well. Clever soccer skills there well gathered though by Bruzzy Maynard. Even the kick to Nick was perfect. Wow, Maynard, that was so impressive. That might be the best thing I've seen all game. There by Maynard. He read the soccer off the ground, was able to keep the ball in front of him, and then he nailed the perfect low drilling ball to Nick. You get secret points for Aura. Possibly, if you're Nick Dacos. Lipinski, side bottom, straight into Chapman. Sarong Does very well. Why did you handball it, you absolute hamar? Why do you handball there? When you're in space and it's wet weather, kick it. It's called football. Bolton kicks a dribbler. Switkowski does well to not give away the lasso free kick. Oh, Nick, that was clean. Good spoil, though, by Chapman. So wrong. Back to Chapman. They love to handball. They love to handball, these absolute muppets. Stop freaking handballing, for goodness sake. Murphy Reid, they got the numbers. Can they do something with it? They're just sliding and slipping and jumping all over each other. Oh my God, this is comedy hour. This is Australia's funniest home videos. This is another drop ball. This is now Anderson. Beautiful. And then he tries to hack the ball out of there. It slides off his boot, goes out to the wing. McVee taps it. Pearce, he just loves to run straight. And then he kicks the ball. He puts it high. Top of the goal square. Amos, nowhere near it. Is he holding? Oh, Voss played for the free kick. And of course, when you play for a free kick, you don't get them. Lipinski tries to handball it over the top to himself, knowing that he is faster than Ryan. But he had some assistance. Stop trying to handball it, for goodness sake. They're going underground handball now. They're going submarine. Now the ball finally goes inside forward 50. Amos with a strong spoil. Decam clutches the head. Now everyone's falling over and slipping and sliding. Bolton from 50 blazes away, which is a very hard thing to do in torrential rain, and it goes out of bounds on the full. With 4 seconds on the clock, this game is putrid. This game is putrid. There's just a boot. It's an errant shoe on the ground. 44-point second quarter. Yeah, he's definitely been better, Nick Dacos, this quarter. Suki Voss go rub his head 100%. Ooh, the blood. Oof, the blood on Decam. Jesus. You gotta bandage him up real good. Oh my God. And that is half time. This game sucks. Seriously. 5 goals and 7 behinds for the half. It is reminiscent of AFLW, isn't it? A little bit, in terms of the score line. Look, I get it. It's wet. I get it. It's raining. But at the same time, you got to play to the conditions. I can't believe the Dockers. I mentioned it at quarter time. They were handballing it way too much. Over-possessing the handballs. What did they do this quarter? They doubled down on it. $179. So they got the even number of disposals. Wow, that is rare. The exact same number of disposals. That is rare. But the Dockers are handballing it more than they are. Look at that. Same number of disposals. 179 apiece. And yet, they're plus 15 at inside 50s. You're right. I jinxed it. Mark. You're right. The disposal efficiency, despite it being in the rain, they're still both north of 70%. See, they're getting their hands on the hitouts, but the connection is just not there with the midfielders. 16 clearances apiece. In fact, yeah, 3 from the center and Stoppages are actually in Collingwood's favour. Contested possessions, bang on. Wow. Had 6 more turnovers though. And that's what happens when you're able to mark the ball. You're obviously holding on to the ball more for possession-wise. Marks, 9 marks more. Yet they're also tackling more. You know why they're able to tackle more? Because the Dockers are handballing, inviting the tackle pressure. Meanwhile, the Pies are kicking it more. Means you can't kick them when they've marked it. Oh, this is such a terrible game of football. Meanwhile, from a Supercoach perspective, Luke Ryan, 82. Holy crap. Warner, 47. Cox, 46. Jordan Clark, 45. That is after he had 37 in the first. He had an 8-point second quarter. Disgusting. Disgusting. Those who have Luke Jackson, 36, 21 and 15. Not great. The wrong owners also 36, 24 and 12. Tracy, look, it's not a good day for Tracy in these horrific conditions. 17 points to halftime. Scary is hopeless. Murphy Reed, bit of a butcher, 31 to halftime. Nick Dacos, what a quarter from Nick. 46 points that quarter. That is the resurgence. Josh Dacos, 38. He got going when his brother started to get going. He had a 30-point quarter. Steen had a better second quarter for sure. 21 points, if you don't mind. So he's up to 27 to the half. Anderson started hot, and then as the game has wore on, has faded a bit. Meanwhile, this Muppet. Freaking Dan Houston, you spud. So glad I traded you out. Oh, I'm so glad I traded you out. Houston vomit. Yes, I agree. Lol Squadfather posted about Houston. Oh, let's have a look. Let's see the Squadfather. What's he done? I have to see what the Squadfather has posted about him. I have a really bad feeling about what Houston will score tonight. At least take the kick-ins. He said this 52 minutes ago. He said, I have a bad feeling. Oh, boy. I said it before the end of the first quarter. He looks terrible. Yeah, no shit. He looks horrific. Dan Houston. He is shocking. Who got Ryan in Supercoach? Probably Ryan. Yeah, I think Ryan has Ryan in Supercoach. Dacos, just add water. True. Good one. What's happening, Globes? Good to see you, mate. Well, I had a quick nap and Dacos goes bang. I know. Like, that's probably the only interesting thing to come out of this game. Nick Dacos' second quarter is probably the Fakos. That's probably the most exciting, the most interesting thing that has come out of this game. It is actually horrific. This game sucks. There's just no other way to describe it. All right, you know what? Stuff this. Who wants to play a game of Gridley? Yeah, who's down? Who is down for a Gridley? Let's have a look. So, hey, it's a Fremantle one. Mason Cox. Would you look at that? So I reckon. Honestly, this is such a shocking game. The less we talk about it, the better. Yesterday's game was so much more entertaining. Shame we're not watching that one. But that's all right. That's all right. I wasn't available for that one anyway. Imagine if you brought in Bolton. Oh, yeah, Bolton's not doing great either, actually. You're right. I mean, who brought in Bolton? He's playing mid-forward. And he has kicked a goal as well, mind you. That 23 includes a goal. Oh, jeez, this is so bad. All right. So, if you guys have not played Gridley before, it is a trivia game. Okay, it's a trivia game, obviously in relation to football. And the idea is we've got 9 guesses, obviously for each of these 9 grids, and we want the rarest, most obscure answers that fit both of the criterias. Okay, so for example, with this one, in this top left, we want a player who has played at least one game for Fremantle, but has also been a grand final player during the 2010s. Okay, so between 2010 and 2019, they have had to have played one game for Freo, but also have been a grand final player. All right. And we want the rarest possible answers for this. Lee Spur. That's a great shout. All right. 3%. Okay, good. Well done. Thanks, Mark. So 3% of all people put in Lee Spur, which is good. We want them to be really low and obscure players. Okay, so for this one, we want a Collingwood player. We want a player who debuted for Collingwood that went on to play in a grand final in the 2010s. Okay. So someone like Ben Reid? Yeah, Ben Reid. Did Ben Reid debut for Collingwood? Yeah, he's only ever played for Collingwood. Cool. And Ben Reid would work, I think. But is Ben Reid a common answer? And there's only 34 of them. Let's try it. Boom! All right. That's a great one. 1% of people have said Ben Reid. So that's an even better than 3%. So that's good. So we want very low, obscure ones. All right. Still don't know why I traded in Houston a few weeks ago. What a lemon. I know, Joker. I know. I didn't want to do it. I did it. And then I said, stuff this crap. I am undoing my mistake. I am making amends, and I traded him out last week. So, yeah. I have no qualms doing that. So happy. What was his break even anyway? 112 break even. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. All right. So we want a player who has been in the grand final in the 2010s and has also kicked the goal. $144 possible answers there. I've accepted that I'm keeping Houston for a while. What can you do, man? What can you do? Hey, at least you got a ton out of him last week. I suppose. You got a ton out of him. Will Langford? Excellent. You're Mr. 3% today, Mark. Mr. 3%. Love it. So glad I took my VC off Jackson before the game started. Well done, Nightfall. Well done. The VC, the way I play, is you don't want your VC to be... I mean, you want your VC to be your guy who you genuinely reckon will be your highest scorer. Okay? And then who you want as the backup C option is your safe. I can trust this guy to score 120, you know? As long as you score 120 and plus, that, in my opinion, is a successful week of captaincy. But you just want the guy who's going to go for absolute broke, who's going to go crazy. So obviously, this is not my team. I'm currently logged into the Centre Bounce community team. Our VC is on Gawn because we think Gawn's going to be our biggest scorer. And then we've got Bond as the safe fallback option. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Back to this one. Who's going to be that guy that scores a ton one week, goes missing the next? But logically, he should go up against Carlton Essendon. Yeah. Well, he should. You'd think so. All right. So, for this, we want a player who has played a game for Fremantle, but is also a Mason Cox teammate. What was the name of that? Mundy? No. Was it Mundy, actually? Was it David Mundy? No. Who was that? Who was the Collingwood player that moved to... Who was the Fremantle player who went to Collingwood? What was his name? Forgot. So bad. I know him. He had the frizzy hair. Was it Chris Mayne? Yeah, it was Chris Mayne. That's what I'm thinking of. Because he started at Freo, so he's obviously played a game for Freo, and then he moved to Collingwood. Obviously, he's been a teammate of, yes, Woody. Yes, correct. I reckon Chris Mayne would be a shout for this one. Played for Freo and has been a Nick Cox teammate. %. Good. All right, we're doing well. Jeez, it's pissing down there. We're doing well. All right. Has the game restarted again? Nope, not yet. Good. A Mason Cox teammate who debuted for Collingwood. Who debuted for Collingwood whilst Max... Heaps of people debuted 83 of them, in fact. Any suggestions, guys? Normally I'd be getting inundated with people. Joe Richards. Oh, Braden Sire. Braden Sire, that's a good one. %. Love it. Mason Cox teammate who has kicked more than one goal in a grand final. There's no one at Fremantle at the moment who has kicked more than one goal in a grand final, I don't think. Actually, there is. Shea Bolton. Has Shea Bolton? Yes, Boz. But it's not great. You reckon it's a very common answer? Shorts would have been too easy for sure. But is Shea Bolton too obvious? We have one undo. Yeah, Shea Bolton might be too obvious. Maybe we need a retired Collingwood player. Jaden Stevenson. That's a shout. 5%? Really? Wow. All right. I'm surprised about that. All right. That might be someone that we undo. We have one undo. All right. A Fremantle player who's over 195 centimeters. Who are the really tall but obscure? The really tall but obscure Fremantle players of the past. Max Noble. He hasn't played yet. He has to have played at least one game. Bird. Who is Bird? Game starting again. Oh, thanks. We'll do this. We'll continue this at 3/4 time. Thanks for the shout. Thanks for the heads up flash. Ball's gone inside. Fremantle's forward 50. That's what I'm thinking. Larry Bird. I'm like, what the hell? This is NBA, bro. What the hell? Pies. Exit out of D50. Goes to the wing. Oh, comes off the foot. Therefore, it's a throw in. No, it's not. It's a free kick. For the Pies. Out of wing. We'll continue the Gridley at 3/4 time, guys. Pierce works his way to the front. Ball hits the deck. Solid tackle there by Clark on Ned Long. Sean Darcy ruled out of the match after failing his HIA. No more Darcy this game. Jackson, it's all on you. Clark receives the handball, pumps the ball forward to absolutely nobody but Billy Frampton. That is a shocking kick. When you have time and space, oh my God, that is somehow even worse. Jeremy Howe, that was horrific, Jeremy Howe. That has just now gifted Dudley a shot on goal. What was that? Good kick there by Johnson. Perfect kick. Come on, Dudley. Give us some excitement, mate. This game has been putrid. Dudley. Waddles. It's been 25 minutes since their last goal, and he's kicked it. All right. We got a goal, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crapola. Margin cut back to 3 points. Such a shit kick. Oh my God. And that kick was perfection on the other hand. Oscar McDonald for height? That's a good question. Good one. Oscar McDonald. I think Oscar McDonald's 195. But I feel like it might be too obvious. Oh, the Hawks boys are in the crowd. Oscar McDonald. Ball back into play. Jackson feeds the ball to Brayshaw. Brayshaw, top of the 50. Murphy Reed spins beautifully, lowers the eyes, and he hits up Jay Amos. Finally, some good football. Holy shit, where's that been my whole life? 196. Good call. Oscar McDonald is just tall enough. 1%. Great call, Poet. Love it. Very well done. Come on, Jai. Come on, John Amos. You got to kick this, mate. Walking up, stepping up to the plate. Deliberate. Go! You love to see it. Back-to-back goals in a heartbeat for the Dockers. And they have hit the front by 3 points. And the prancing pony is very happy. The prancing pony is very happy that his team is winning without him having to do anything. Because he is a spud. That was beautiful there by Murphy Reed, spinning away from Houston. The spud. Pathetic. Mick Nolan. Or second behind Aaron Sandilands. Yeah, no, definitely not Aaron Sandilands. That's way too obvious. Jackson. Jeez, Sarong spun 360. Feeds a handball out to Dudley. Josh Dacos to his brother Nick, who runs onto the left-hand side. Feeds a handball to Pendles. Under pressure to Josh. Oh, stripped by Switkowski. The Dockers are up. The Dockers are on fire. Handball over the top to Dudley. And he goes bang. 3 goals in a row. The Dockers have finally come alive. Now it's Collingwood's turn to overpossess with the handball. Deferring pressure left and right. And it creates another front half turnover. Oh, you got to play it to the conditions, guys. What are we doing handballing? Just kick the ball out of there, for goodness sake. Murphy Reed involved yet again. In Sonato. The game of football is a very... You can overcomplicate it at times. But sometimes just keeping it simple, stupid, just does miracles, doesn't it? Back in the middle we go. Pendles to Schultz, to Nick Dacos, back to Schultz. He handballs it. Membry dances around Pierce, but he's caught. Ned Long, he's starting forward. Oh, that was so silly, McVee. McVee, you're a very silly man, and you are very lucky not to have been caught cold holding the ball. Throw up. Bolton. He's been tackled without it. Umpire has put the whistle away. Nick Lipinski. This is now Quaynor. Top of the goal square. They fly, but they can't hold on to it. Wagner and Warner combine. Pumps it out of there, high and long. Looking for the big kahuna. What a beautiful mark. Oh, over Frampton. Here goes Corridor. Oh, the Dockers are up and about. Oh, my God, that is shocking, though. Terrible handball. Terrible handball by Jackson. Completely kills all forward momentum for the Dockers. And we have a stoppage now in the middle of the ground. Jackson taps it down. Nick evades the Sarong tackle, and then he casually walks past Bolton, but his kick does not get very far at all. Dustin Fletcher, Paul Salmon, for what? Oh, for this one? Yeah, sure, we can do that. I thought those are pretty obvious, though. Ryan to Warner. Warner's just casually on 57 points, by the way. Warner is just... Even Jackson, 49. Where is Clark, 47? That's pathetic. Not quite as pathetic and insipid as Houston, but still not good. Clark is sitting in the middle of the... I'm telling you, his positioning is awful. He's never going to get the ball that way. In fact, he just puts himself in all of these awkward positions where he's going to get caught on the ball. Or just fumble it. Bolton. Bro, what is that, Bolton, you idiot? Ball flies up. Murphy Reed, now they're playing volleyball. Houston. Stop handballing it. It's called football. Oh, O'Meara puts on a dance move. McVee kicks it on the left, but to who? Oh, Decam couldn't mark it. Should have. Good result there for the Dockers. Throw in. Well, partially smothered there by Reed. Ball still in dispute. Quaynor tries to pick it up and fumbles. They harass him. Scary. Tries to burst his way through. Can't. Lipinski kicks it further up the field. Pierce, he got too close. He was too worried about Elliott. He got too underneath. Oh, wow. Lucky not to give away a free kick. Clark picks it up. Releases a handball. Ryan is in. See, that's where we want. That's where we want Clark where Ryan is. Ryan. Oh my God, it's a free kick. That is a shocking disposal. And JL wants to kill his players. You want the ball in Clark's hand. All right, Clark is a good user. Stop giving the ball to Warner. Ball goes inside forward 50 for the Pies. McVee hacks it round the corner. Tracy did very well to just absolutely bowl Nick Dacos over. What? Soccer off the ground. Something out of nothing from Steen. Rowan Steele, or Rowan Steen, whatever his name is. The Sockers are off the ground. Perfectly. Into the Lockie Schultz, Steele. Into the Lockie Schultz breadbasket. Schultz. Tough kick. But he's up to it. Not quite. Oh my God. Rather than spoil the ball and rush behind, they decide to tap it into play. There is one thing. There is nothing I hate more than dumb football. Jackson, you're a freaking idiot. Oh, why would you keep the ball alive there? Oh, the big kahuna. You can't tackle him. His handball sucks. Why is this game so bad? There's nothing good about this game. Just ruck tings. True. You never look to your ruckman to be intelligent. That's true. Now what? Throw in, throw in. There's nothing Patchen. There's nothing. Jackson in the ruck against Steen. Works his way to the front, wins the tap. But it just goes straight out of bounds. And we'll do it all again. Thrown in. 2 hands on it. But straight to Pendles. To side bottom. Good mark there by McVee. Very nice. No one's spreading for him, though. He's forced to kick high and long down the line. Frampton. Well judged. Thanks a good pack mark. Is the switch on? He goes out to Howe. Howe. To Quaynor. He's got Houston over the top, I think. He hits him. Houston's probably going to retreat. He does. This is Quaynor again. And now they're trying the other side. And they have managed to shake the defense. The kick, well enough. McCreary runs. Gives it to Nick. Nick, almost mown down. That's downfield? Why? I don't really think that he was necessarily late. Good luck trying to put pressure on the ball carrier now. If we're paying that as downfield. It was a legal tackle that started before he kicked the ball. In my opinion. Yes, late. I don't think it's late. These types of soft calls are disgusting, in my opinion. I think you just have to adjudicate it with common sense. Rather than being robots and say, oh, he did not have the ball anymore. Dacos and Houston just playing a bit of kick to kick now. This is a good kick. Can the Dockers affect the spoil? Sarong's too small. Anderson blazes away, but it's for a dangerous spot. Elliott, good pressure here by the Dockers. It's going to go straight back in. Houston, oh, well done, Kahuna. Oh, stop handballing to people under pressure. Takes it round the corner. Amos, clever tap. Bolton could not make it work. Houston feeds it back to Howe. Howe. Oh, my God, how did the kick not make the distance? But they've got space. Oh, you want the Supercoach points up. That's why, Mark. Brazzy Maynard. Marks in the middle of the ground. Plays on immediately. Sends it into the pocket. Elliott. Almost. Schultz. He is claimed in a strong gang tackle. Oh, free kick to Luke Ryan. First thing he's done all quarter. Pumps it long. Amos. Couldn't mark. Did it well enough to bring the ball to ground. Bolton takes a cheeky little bounce. He puts it high. He wants Kahuna to fly. He does. Did well to bring it to ground. Oh, Perryman's been very clean today. You can tell he knows how to play Adelaide Oval. Pendles. Defensive side of the wing. He wants to go short. And short he does. That's not 15. Houston. Middle of the ground. They try to attack the corridor. Good kick by Frampton. This is Elliott. Nice kick. Too much on it, though. That's a lasso free kick. Chapman. Puffing in the big ones. McVee. Sarong. Oh, my God. Where is Clark? Oh, Amos. Deemed to have marked it. Where the hell is Jordan Clark? On the bench? What's he doing on the bench? Oh, it should be chopping the arm, surely. No, play on's the call. Quaynor. Will it sit for him? It does not. Oh, but he knew that O'Meara wanted to tap the ball forward. Nick feeds it to side bottom to Membry. Membry inside forward 50 is right on the money. Tough kick though for McStay. Players on, centering ball was perfection to Angry Anderson. Angry Anderson for his first goal in AFL football will bring the house down and bring the margin back to 2 points. Why the hell is why is Clark on the bench? He's done nothing to be on the bench. Anderson. Not a hard kick. It works back. It works back and he kicks it. And everyone get around him. Welcome to the big time. Angus Anderson. The fam up and about. Everyone clapping for him. Big time goal. He's a big boy. Big, important goal. He's up to 43 points now. And interestingly enough, it cuts the margin to 2 points. Oh, boy. Even that kick on goal was not pretty. There has been nothing pretty about this game. Even a regulation straightforward drop punt in front of the big sticks. Decam takes it out of the ruck, releases the handball. Clark, he's finally got a touch. Nick leading points injured is sad. Yep. He's comfortably leading as well. That's why Collingwood are in all sorts of trouble. Anderson, he manages to get out of the pack. Even whilst being tackled. He still gets the kick away. Oh my God, they pay a free kick, which takes the ball out of Clark's hands. And who does he kick it to? Puke Ryan. Where is Clark? See, Clark has the worst positioning in the world. Where is he? In the middle of the ground. No one's ever going to pass the ball to you there, mate. Oh my God, Anderson. He's a man possessed. Oh, Pierce. He slips over. He falls at the worst possible time. Well done, Puke Ryan, to help out. But honestly, Jordan Clark's positioning is just disgusting. It's so bad. It's almost as if he doesn't want the ball. Collingwood has a bit of momentum here. High pressure rating. Ball thrown back into play. Jackson gets a touch. It's volleyball. Lipinski. Schultz. Johnson claimed by Crisp. Another ball up. Inside the forward 50 for the Pies. Anderson fumbles. Reed tackled over the line by Elliott. You just know this is exactly how Collingwood loves this. If Freo aren't careful, there's a shot on goal coming for the Pies. Jackson taps it. Anderson, top of the goal square. Ball hits the deck. Well done, O'Meara. Chapman harassed to Clark. He gets it out to O'Meara. Well played, guys. Oh, only as far as Anderson. This guy's unreal. He lowers the eyes and he hits Jamie Elliott. Not 15 is the call. Oh, can they get out of danger here? Kicking further afield. Clark with the spoil. Probably could have marked it, to be honest. McCreary. He pumps it back inside forward 50. The dangerous spot. Jackson. He only goes up with the one hand. He was fearing the contact. Freo just absolutely bombing out of there. Ball hits the deck. Who's going to represent for Freo? Nobody. It's all Collingwood. Oh, that was a shocking kick. Straight onto Jackson's chest. Jackson goes further. Wow. Clark with a mark. Clark has a mark. About frickin' time. You watch though. He's going to turn it over, isn't he? Kicks it high and long. Jackson! Big grab. Anderson looking really good. Ever since he kicked that goal, he's just turned into a man possessed. Anderson. I had Clark the last few years. I could never watch his games. I bet he rages home, just coming down. I hope so. Jesus, he's making me rage home. And I am home. Bloody Clark. He's so disinterested. Anderson's almost caught up to Dacos. Anderson. The baby's on fire. Dogger Jackson up to 73. Doing very well. Big last quarter to come for him. 2 minutes on the clock. Elliott, he's streaming forward. How's the kick? It works well. Very well. McStay couldn't hold on. Well done, Chapman. Good body work. Gee, I love Wagner's ability to just bump a guy off. Wagner. Oh, Jesus. Ruzzy has a minute 44. Lowers the eyes. Beautiful kick. Finds Jack Crisp. This to put the Pies back in front before three-quarter time. It's not good, bro. It's so bad. It's not good. It's just horrific, Jordan Clark. His positioning, honestly, is the worst in the comp. You look at the heat map. The heat map tells you why. He's got an amazing role. He's in defense. The only reason why is because he spends all of his time sitting here. Big time goal, Jack Crisp. Puts the Pies back in front. Insane. The reason why the team map looks so good is because he spends so much time in absolute no man's land during the during the play. He never touches it. The only ever time he touches it is back here. The only few times that he does touch it. It's so deceiving. His role is ass. Good kick there by Brazzi. Did very well. And then nice cold finish. Back in the middle we go. Nice tap. Anderson on the ball. You love to see it. Bolton roves the tap. Kicks it inside forward 50. Amos taps it in front. Throw in. Well defended there by Howe. Heat maps are super deceptive, man. Don't listen to that Scott father. It's very deceptive. Jackson wins another tap. Great tackle there by Prancing Pony. Why are we handballing it there? It's all right. 36 seconds on the clock. Realistically, the only team that can score from here would be Fremantle. Jackson up to 94. He is flying up 10, 20 points at a time. I swear, every 10 seconds, Luke Jackson goes up 20 points. And this is going to be in trade in 2 weeks. Remind me of Murdoch. Yeah. Yeah, Anderson's insane. Decam stripped off the pill umpire. Brayshaw, he walks through 4. But the handball is poor. That's a throw. Chapman, that's caught high. Yes, it is. And Dogger's almost catching Ryan. Dogger is going to surpass Ryan. What a spoil there by Howe. And the siren sounds. 3/4 time. Luke Jackson. The quarter from the heavens. 63-point quarter for Dogger Jackson. Shrek goes down with a HIA, and all of a sudden, Luke Jackson becomes a god amongst men. 63-point quarter. And he's basically turned up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes at Adelaide Oval. Meanwhile, Anderson is coming second for the Pies. He had a 49-point quarter. Oh, Jesus. Anderson has overtaken Dacos. I mean, what more do you want? Clark is a spud. A spud. I should have gotten Jackson instead of Gorn. Look, hindsight is a special thing. In the first half, when Shrek was playing, he was on 36 points to halftime. Okay. If I pick Jackson, I guarantee you Shrek Darcy does not go down with a HIA. And I continue getting shit scores from Jackson. I just guarantee it. Butterfly effect. But it's butterfly effect. The second I don't regret Max. No, I don't regret Max. I do not regret, because I just know that had I not brought in Max and I went with Jackson, you just know I would not have had the HIA for Darcy. Yeah, Dog is probably going to sell. Yeah, I know. It's good. It's very nice. Probably 200. Yes. Close to it. Fairview Primo's going under tonight. Houston, Clark, and Sarong. Yep. Houston's not a primo, though. Houston's a fraud. Houston's a fraud. He is not a primo. He is not a primo. Oh my God, Mark. Oh. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised. If you brought in Jackson, Big Mason, yeah, 100%. 100% poet. It's just always that way.
What's up, everybody? Joe, what have I missed? I went to dinner, I came back, and Dan Houston's best player, AFL. Tell you what, it's a rough day, hey?
He's a fraud. I told you he's a fraud.
If MJ never came on the show, we would be so much happier.
Literally, if MJ did not come on, I would have had Stewart instead.
Mm-hmm. I would have had Lockie Ash. I would have had a keeper instead of a fraud. I mean, even Jordan Clark's not having a great day. Luke Ryan's stolen all of his points. It'd be interesting to see what Clark's like with kick-ins. Oh, he's had one kick in. Yeah. And Houston, no kick-ins. So that's exciting.
Yeah. I would have had Tom Stewart.
Flash. That's it, mate. That's it. But, at the very least, Flash, we can probably go Houston to Rochelle or someone for some cash. So if we have to do that, then we have to do that, right?
What do you mean for some cash?
No. Well, I think Dan Houston's got a high break even, but it's not like insane.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
His break even's 112. He's going to score 60 or not even. What's he?
Oh yeah, so yeah, mad cash then. I'll need some money in the bank, won't I?
So Houston's on 38. Say he gets to 60.
Nah, I reckon he gets to 50. Do the prediction for 50. 50. Houston's so bad that he might not even be in my best 23 this week.
He drops 26K.
Yeah, so it's basically Rochelle's price, I think. Or pretty close.
Rochelle was 407.
Apparently George said I've been saying Rochelle wrong, and it's Rochelle or Rochelle instead of Rochelle. Yeah, he had a bit of a go at me, but that was pretty funny.
Wait, what's it supposed to be? Sorry,
like Rochelle and not Rochelle.
Yeah, why are you saying Rochelle for?
I don't know, Josh Rochelle.
No, it's Rochelle, bro. And so he went 127, he goes up to 451. You need 50K,
he's more expensive than Houston.
Yeah, you're gonna need 50K.
Nah, not 50. It's like 30K.
You need 50K.
What a fraud pick, man. What a shit pick.
I told you he's a fraud.
Like fucking MJ, man. Seriously. How did this guy? How was this guy like best player on field last week? Like, how bad does Collingwood have to be for him to be the best player on the field? I don't know.
Chapman caught behind the ball. Great tackle by Schultz. Oh man, don't tell me Collingwood's gonna win.
I haven't tipped them.
Neither. Clark, handball. It's going to come back in. Rochelle or Track next round? Well, Track plays the Bombers. So maybe Track. Who does Rochelle play?
Rachel, like a girl. There you go. I think whichever one you can afford, really. I think that's the way to go.
Oh, McStay grabs it. Oh, this is so bad. They're so crap, the Dockers. Why do I trust the Dockers ever? I trusted them last week to win and they won. Why are they faking it up this week? Absolutely spudding it up this week. So sad. Ooh. Wow, McStay lets him off the hook with a miss. Clark had a kick in. Who would have thought? Give it to Clark. No, he's in a shit position. Clark's positioning is the worst of all time. Oh, big kahuna. Big mark. But there's nobody. Look where Clark is. Literally middle of the ground, where it is impossible to get him the ball. Impossible. He's just in no man's land. You got to run faster. Oh, you almost ran into Pierce. I swear Clark has got no idea. Oh, Dudley dropped the mark he should have taken. Houston gets a handball away. Don't give it back to Houston, please. I want him to really spud it up.
Houston, give us a 60.
Anderson. Oh, Anderson's a good player.
Yeah.
Elliott.
I think not this week, but next week. Chuck him in because he's mature age, right, Anderson?
Yeah. Membry with a perfect kick to Schultz. The Dockers are choking. The Dockers are crap. The Dockers are going to lose. I'm never tipping the Dockers again. They stuck.
Sucks to bring in Caleb Sarong this week.
The Dockers suck. They are the Dokers. To be fair, Collingwood keep the ball in their forward line. Clark would still... I know, right? Should I hold Richards now he's playing? I'm so confused. No, you have to hold on. You have to hold on to your players who are playing.
Nah, trade it.
Schultz hits the post. Wow, you're shit as well. Who's on the kick-in? Oh, don't tell me it's Ryan. It's Ryan.
I hate Luke Ryan. He is the biggest little bit. Oh, my gosh. It's always big, like 40-meter kicks, too, so he gets all the points, even if they're shit. Ugh. Pain.
Jackson rises tall, takes a towering mark. This debut is insane. 100% Poet.
Yeah.
He has monstered them.
And we're going to get some beautiful DPP and all your Doveston types and things like that. Just offload them straight to him and just end up with no dead rookies, which is a perfect way to go, I think.
Nice mark there by Howe. A beautiful mark.
I'm going to leave you guys to it. Have a great day. Catch you on the flip side, fellas. See you on Sunday for team reviews, really. So have a good day, buddy. See you guys.
Bye. Up the wing. Dogger with an intercept mark. Look at him go. Oh, he's killing it, Luke Jackson. He's not losing any steam. Oh, Pew crying. Oh, I hate Clark's positioning. Oh, Clark's positioning. Exactly. And I wish I could leave too. I wish I could leave. This is so bad. It's all right. Only 1 quarter left. You shit, Houston. Stop complaining. Bolton. Kicks it down the line to where Darcy Cameron is. And of course, Darcy Cameron was going to mark it. Oh, good work there by Switkowski. He was switched on. Johnson towards top of the goal square. Amos is out of position. Oh, almost took the mark. But well done there by Bruzzy. Honestly, there are a few things I hate more in this world than dumb football. And that's exactly what Fremantle are today. Dumb footballers. Clark's positioning is either in the middle of the ground or on the bench. I know, it's so bad. So could you imagine if we're watching this instead of the St Kilda game? The amount of shit would have given Mini. Yeah. True. Oh, Pendles. Yes! Jordan Clark with an intercept mark. Oh, please. Please. We need every little action we can get. Kicks are high and long. Down the field. Freaking the big prancing pony is more like the piss week pony. Membry. Oh, this is not a good kick. Come on, Dockers. Plus 30 for intercept, minus 50 for clanger. It's not a clanger. It went to a contest. High and long, top of the goal square, nice spoil. Sarong was obviously going to spin. Oh, he tried to trip there, Steel side bottom. He tried to trip. Bruce Reed. Oh, that's not long enough to be a kick. Play on's the call. Switkowski caught. Ned Long into the bucket. Well spoiled there by Ryan. He plays for Freo. That itself is a clanger. I'm tired watching this game. Dogger. He basically threw that down. Nice smother there by Steely side bottom. This game is actually so tiring. Neither side has more points than inside 50. Oh my god. Oh my god. Schultz taps the ball forward. He somehow gets the ball back to roll towards him. And then that should count as a tackle to Clark. Scariest definition of why you don't go early on rookies, 100%. Clark! Please don't be a clanger. It's not! Oh my god, Voss, you are so shit. Voss, just hang up your boots and retire, Voss. You are unbelievably poor. How do you drop the ball that bad? It bounces off your chest straight to Nick Dacos, who almost ended your career. Why, Freo, why? I don't know what's worse, my 40 tipping or my Supercoach team. Hope the next 7 games are close, high scoring, indeed. Wait, what? Oh, aim is strong mark. Whoa, Clark to 99. Keep it going. Champion data clearly owned Jordan Clark. Keep it going. Ball inside forward 50. Dogger, he flies. Kahuna. Oh, good tackle. Gets a kick away somehow. That's a throw, umpire. Nick Dacos claims Sarong in a strong tackle. And then he starts sweep. He will rage home. Bro, that is different to raging home. They just casually gave him 20 points for nothing. Sarong bursts out of a tackle, has his kick smothered. He soccers off the ground. Amos, he gets a kick away. Frampton does want to control the football. Bruce Reed handballs it back. I don't know who that is. But that was so stupid. Just hold it in, you muppet, rather than giving the ball back to Collingwood for free. This is now Chapman. He's well protected. Gets a kick away. Inside forward 50. Who flies? Kahuna flies. Murphy, almost. And the Pies can exit. Oh, play on's the call. Josh Dacos gets a kick away. Oh, perfect. Well measured. Membry goes corridor. Oh, please don't pay 50. They do not. Dacos. Nick. Oh, to Anderson. He's got all the time and space in the world. Tries to direct traffic. Anderson? Next time a kick is on offer, don't take it. Handball it to someone more experienced who knows what they're doing. What the hell was that? Ball zings zagging around Houston. I know, right? Dogger! What a star! To Amos. Oh my god, he's way too cute with the ball in hand. You just have to dispose of it, son. Quaynor. That's ball! What? Bro, you had to pay that hole in the ball umpire. Oh my god. Collingwood dodge a bullet. Even Darcy Cameron is making me think why I traded him out for Reeves. Yeah. I was never on board the Reeves train. Steen does well to hold up his position. Crisp just shoots a long handball out of defense. Reed just gives a little dinky handball to McVee. Immediately claimed by Josh Dacos. 9.5 minutes on the clock. Jackson takes it out of the ruck. Torpedo forward. Oh, clever tap. Clever tap by Reed. O'Meara. Oh, no one at home that could capitalize on that. Frampton bombs the ball out of there. How will the ball bounce? Kindly. Johnson. Rio can load up again. Clark doesn't want it. Clark is literally pointing away from himself. Do not give me the ball. Who was that to? Who was that to? Shoot to Clark. 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 Oh my God, Clark. Oh my God. The heavens have set this up for you. You wanted nothing to do with it. Why didn't you go for goal? Take back inside forward 50. Everyone roves it. 1-on-1. Lipinski and Warner, they both fall. He ducked his head. That should be holding the ball. Oh my God, he pays high. How could you pay that as a high tackle? Clark. Johnson. Oh my God. Seven minutes, 29 seconds. This is so stupid. Hey, there's 20 watching at the moment. This is about 10. I know, right? I can't get around us. Get around. We're slowly getting more people to watch week after week. Love to see more and more people in the chat. Imagine if the Clark played more than 2 quarters of footy. Yeah, I reckon Clark should ask for a trade to Carlton. Clark for goal? Yeah, right, I wish. Is Joe alive? Barely, Woody. I'm dying slowly. Is this the worst game you've done a watch-along for? Close to it, Poet. Close to it. The skills and the decision-making and the umpiring, all of it has been so poor. What? Just ran to the ball and stood there. He did not try to pick it up. He just ran to the football and stopped. Bruv, you are a fraudulent footballer. Mate, Clark not taking that shot. Please clip your reaction later. I have to see that. I was so excited for him to have that shot. I thought this could save his career. I have trouble sleeping. I might need this game to keep for myself. It is a snooze fest, bro. But at the same time, it's also infuriating. That then prevents you from sleeping. Jordan Clark has turned up. Get around us. Get around us, Flash. He was 55 meters out. Yeah, but he could have played on. He could have opened up the angle. He's a big kick. I've seen him kick goals from there before. Here we go, Freo. This is your chance. Your destiny is in your hands. Johnson lowers the ice to Amos. That is good football. That is good football, finally. Possibly the best passage of play. I got 7 points for that handball. Give him 20. Give him even more. I don't care anymore. So glad I didn't trade in Sarong. Bro, it was the... What is Sarong on, by the way? Sarong. 57. Yikes. Jai Amos. He kicks it straight. Bro, that ball bent like no one's business. But he kicks it straight. Huge. Huge. 1 point ball game. Wow. 100% mark. That is a super goal against the wind. This is such a weird game. Quain or even Giant didn't miss. No. Quain or even Tony wasn't expecting that. And no, do not bring Quainor in. Look at the rain. This is top notch. Yeah, this is top notch. Uncle Akka, this is what dreams are made of. 1 point ball game, 5 minutes 33. Decam and Jackson. No one wins out, but the Pies get the clearance. Clark in the middle of the ground. Gets the kick away. Turnover. Decam did very well to push back into defense. Crisp is out wide. Takes the mark. And then walks a really far off the mark. What does the purple boat mean? It means hold on. Hold on for dear life. We're about to capsize. Because that's exactly what Jamie Elliott does. He capsizes. Well picked up there. Johnson steadies and fires. Johnson. What does the purple boat mean? The purple boat means we are rising. It means get on the ark. Johnson's our sailor. Oh, terrible kick. Pies have this. Never mind. Freo has this. The duality of man. Oh, shocking turnover. And then well done, Johnson, to have the cleanliness. To pick that up and then avoid the tackler and then keep his composure. Wow. Anderson, he breaks out of the tackle, misses his foot, and then he misses his hand. Oh my God, Kahuna in front of Dudley, suckers it off the ground. Well done, Josh Dacos. Dudley, he's kept his feet in off Warner. Can he gather? He does. Tracy, very clean. Scary, he walks through two, gets a handball away. But he's caught holding the ball. Scary, you are a fraudulent footballer. Oh boy. Should have tipped the draw. Calm the draw. Oh, Jesus. Crisp. Oh, he fumbled it in the worst possible moment. Meanwhile, Brayshaw, that was a sensational pickup. You can see, tight in the clenches, the Dockers are just that 2% cleaner than the Pies. Oh, we really need a point here. We really need a point here from a Freo perspective. Jackson, he misread the ball. Clark did well to put his head over the footy. Switkowski, inside forward 50. Frampton couldn't mark it. Scary taps it forward again. Feeds the handball back. Brayshaw with the snap. And that is the definition of a handy point. It is a 1-goal ball game. 3 minutes 28 on the clock. Forward handball. Well done, Big Kahuna. He affects a turnover. Clean pickup under insane conditions by Switkowski. Ball goes up. Amos can't mark. Brayshaw. Oh my God, Dudley. Of all the people on the ground, the small forward is the one who fumbles. D-Cam gets him cold. How slippery is that yellow ball? Very slippery. But it doesn't appear that way for Fremantle. They are picking the ball up very nicely. Johnson, more forward pressure. The Pies are unable to transition this pill. Well done, Freo. I swapped out Sarong for Pickett at the last minute. Looking good so far. Bro, if you asked me, mate, I would have told you in a heart. I wouldn't even thought about Sarong. I'm all aboard the Cozzy Pickett train, for sure. Cozzy Pickett all the way. He was in my preseason team the entire time. It wasn't until I heard about his bloody breakup that I took him out. Wish I didn't. Bolton puts a dance move on. Bombs it high and long into forward 50. Frampton, double-fisted spoil. Why the hell did you think that was a good idea, Switkowski? Why did you think soccering it at a mid-air in the teeming rain was the appropriate thing to do? Clark is losing points because he hasn't touched the pill in some time. Oh, star bottom. Yes, Clark. He's got the pill. He releases the handball. Well done, Clark. Give him 50 points for that handball, please. Brayshaw manages to dance around Schultz. Good intercept. Wasting time. Didn't care. Bro, it's not wasting time to give the ball back to your opposition. Oh, Pierce with a strong mark. He might have just won them the game right here, right now. Kicks it high and long towards the boundary line. Oh, Bruzzy absolutely monstered the absolute fake tough guy that is the prancing pony. He ain't prancing and he ain't a pony. He's a pissweak ant. Oh, Kahuna! The big Kahuna goes back into defense and takes a telling mark. Wow, going back with the flight of the ball. Wow. If Pickett and Neil get dumped, we pick them up. Should have been my motto. True, Travis. Pearce and Jacobs playing kick to kick. Ryan's first quarter outruns. Yeah, 100%. That was an insane mark by Tracy Poet. In the wet. Single clunk. No fumbling. That was amazing. Oh, not a great kick. Not a great kick whatsoever. A corridor ball turnover. That's the worst possible position to turn the ball over. In come the Pies. Frampton is forward. Tapped it to... Oh, well done, Switkowski. They came in numbers to support the defense. Well done, Freo forwards. They have pushed up to this contest. Well done, Freo forwards. Put their bodies on the line. Lot of congestion. No one's on Lipinski, by the way. As soon as I said that, the ball went to Lipinski. Calling it now, first draw of 26. It could very well happen. 34 seconds on the clock. Calm the draw. Jackson taps it down to Brayshaw. Side bottom. Bro, how did he dispose of that umpire? Decam. This is the handball. You got to keep it tight. Fremantle, you have to keep it tight. Oh, my God, Dudley, you are a choker. Oh, well done, Clark. Clark, yes. Yes. The Dockers are home. The Dockers are hosed. What a game. It was the stuff of fairy tales. This is the game you will tell all of your offspring and their descendants and all the people of the earth. What a game. Where were you on Friday night, the 10th of April, 2026, when we saw the most incredible game of all time between Collingwood and the Fremantle Dockers? They combined 39 to 45, 1 goal difference. They combined for 84 points. Oh, thank God that game is over. 100%. Tracy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, that game. I was here. Yes, Poet. You were. Poet. And the universe will recognize you for it. Clark deserves plus 30 for that. I know, right? Where's the points? So how many super coach points have been distributed? So 1689 plus 1603. Oh, so there's not much left. Only 8 points left to go. So not a lot of scaling left in this game. Look, Clark with 109. We'll take it. We'll take it. Rare Dacos non-ton. I know. Neither Dacos turned up. Neither one. Nick 94. Dacos 93. Anderson was on fire and then ended with the ice. I loved Anderson's game until for some reason he tried to kick the ball, missed his foot, gathered the ball, tried to handball it, and then missed his hand. So, yeah. Poor kid. Did well. Welcome to the big time. You'll be better for the run. I can't wait to see you next week. 150 point. I don't know about that. We had no faith, passion, the Docs for you picking them. No, I tipped the Dockers. I definitely tipped the Dockers. I wanted the Dockers to win. I don't like Collingwood. Hello. I went numb. Pissed myself. Oh, jeez. Yeah, 100%. We take that for Clark. We take that for sure. Look at this heat map. Disgusting. He scored 42 points in that last quarter. Oh, Dogger came back. Yes, sir. As soon as Shrek Darcy went down, boom. 63 point. Half of his points came in the third quarter. When do these two play against each other again? Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at that fixture. When do these two teams play each other again? Oh, God. Collingwood. Do they play each other again? Thank God they don't play each other again. Oh, Jesus. Thank God. We don't have to watch that crap anymore. Feel for all those who... Nah. I don't feel for people who buy into traps. No. But you were cursing your pick? I wasn't cursing my pick. I wanted them to lift their game. I wanted them to win. I wasn't cursing my pick. I know all about curses. Yes, I do. Halfway through the game, no, I was... There's always the what? True. Wild card. True. Houston ended on 54. Bullshit. What did he do to get to 54? I thought Ned Long had a better game than he did. Well, he's dropping money. He's dropping a lot of moolah. He's dropping 24.2K. He's going to be back at 433. 433 for Dan Houston. What a spud. Brett Cook outscored him. My late trade, Steen and Houston out of my side. The Supercoach gods have blessed me today. Congratulations, Flash. Congratulations. Let's finish this gridly and be on our merry ways. Collingwood, first career game. So who debuted for Collingwood that was a tall boy? I thought you were insane for getting off Houston, but I see the light now. We do, in fact, have a problem. Poet! I knew what I was doing. I knew I didn't want him. I went with the crowd. And that's why I was so frustrated with myself. That's why in my video, I was so disgusted. Because I knew he was fake. I knew he was fake. I knew he wasn't the right person to trade in. So that's why I was so pissed off that I did. And I wanted to immediately abolish that. He had to go. And last week, he was entirely carried by kick-ins. If I go back to that Lions-Magpies game, he scored 101, right? He scored 101. But he had 8 kick-ins. So in reality, he didn't have 18 kicks. He had 10 kicks. And 14 handballs. He had the same number of disposals as Brendan Maynard. So stuff him. Stuff him. I told you he's a fraud. And I was so pissed off that I picked him. I think I should have went Bolton than Houston. No, I wouldn't have gone Bolton. The other defender that was right there at that week was Tom Stewart. Tom Stewart was right there. He was right there, Tom Stewart, at 500K. He was right there. He was the play. If not, yeah, for me, for sure. I would have had Stewart in my team. Let's just say. The week that I got Houston was the week that I was going to get Stewart. And that would have been so much better. So Essendon to win tomorrow then. Fingers crossed, bro. What do you do with Smith of Carlton? So Jagger scored a 53. The problem with Jagger is not necessarily just his scoring. The problem with Jagger is the role change. That's what I'm worried about. Chera came in. And it took his CBAs. Walsh, Cripper, Pitto, Chera, Williams, Jagger. Only had the 10. And I could have sworn that was in the last quarter. Wherein he went a bit bigger. 20 and 19. So if I go to quarter 1, playing forward. Quarter 2, he's playing forward. He came up to the wing to help out there. Quarter 3, he started to see a bit more of the pill, and then quarter 4, more middle there. So I think it was the second half that he started to play a bit more midfield time. But the problem is, Chera came in, and it ate into his midfield minutes. So that's going to limit his scoring, and it means that he's someone that I don't really want to have on my field anymore. Unfortunately, he's one that I'm going to have to get him off my field. Would have never traded into Houston, but fine if you started with him. I know slipping Jimmy. That's why I was so pissed off. Do I take? Yeah. For me, if a guy scores 120 plus, I'd take it. I normally take a 120 plus score, James. It's you know what the saying is, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'm sure you've heard this saying. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. It is better to keep what you securely have than to risk losing it by trying to get something better, which may not be guaranteed. So for me, I'm a 120 plus. You have never heard that before in your life? Flash, you young man. The more you live, the more you hear. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Jagger will just go on the bench for a week. Yeah, I think so. I prefer. Boom! Oh god. Yeah, Anderson was good. We'll look at him in a couple of weeks' time. This one's called El Malocchio, inspired by Italian superstition known as Corna, the devil's horn to ward off evil eye. Thank you. Thank you, Uncle Aka. Much love. Knowing Voss, I wouldn't be surprised if you replaces Smith next. I know, right? Thought maybe that's just me being Gen Z. Probably is because you're being Gen Z. I am a millennial, but this is a much older saying. This is quite an old saying. This is it's an idiom. Yes, very old idiom. Bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. All right, so yeah, I know, right? It's pretty old. It's pretty old. It's not used much, hadn't been passed on. Until you have moments like this, where it comes into perfect. Oh, wow! It's a long season, Flash. It's a long season. Whoopsies! Oh, yes, I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. That is a bellissimo. A bellissimo 2 times in a row. We celebrate that a lot. 35% have stayed. Glorious. 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 All right. Let's just do these last 2 and go on our merry ways. 20% have Shea Bolton. It just goes to show how many Facebook teams there are. All right. So, who debuted for Collingwood that's a tall bugger? Here. Just calm her down. Just calm her down. Yes. Correct. So, who's a tall bugger who debuted for Collingwood? Can I say Mason Cox? That's probably way too obvious. What's Scary end up on? What's Scary end up scoring? Wow, I just noticed. Carlton fans, rejoice. You beat the Magpies and the Dockers combined. Blues, you scored 86. You beat the combined score of the Magpies and the Dockers, who only scored 84. Well done. You might have lost against the Crows, but guess what? You beat 2 other teams instead. Well done. Well done. Superstar. All right, Scary. What did Scary score? Scary. Where is he? 25. Boss. Oh, this guy is such a muppet. This guy is such a muppet. Oh, 86% Tog. Oh my god. He is. He is hopeless. He is pathetic. He honestly reckons he's the best thing since sliced bread. Bloody Steen beat him. Okay, James, I'm going to give my cousin a rather hard time. Oh, very nice, very nice. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can hook up. Blues got screwed up. Yeah, 100%. The umpiring was horrific against the Blues last night. They were absolutely shafted by the umpires, left and right, left and right. Scary, the rookie spud. Is that the lowest scoring game this year? I would think so. I would think so. Yes, he is an absolute spud. All right, let's just do this one again, guys. Come on, let's get this done and dusted so we can go to sleep. Angus Anderson. Are you telling me Angus Anderson is the answer for this one? How tall is Angus Anderson? $190. No, he's not tall enough. He has to be 195. All right, see you, Initiator. Not going to help us out with this. Only 2 more answers to go, bro. 195. Stuff up. Hey, 1%. And angry in starting slot all preseason. All right, we need a 1 goal plus. 1 goal plus in a grand final. A tall boy. Who's an obscure tall boy who has kicked the goal in the grand final? I would, but I'm not a footy trivia buff. Fair enough. Who is a random tall boy? Exactly. Any ruck. Who is any random ruckman who has kicked the goal? Who is the most obscure ruckman who's kicked the goal in an AFL grand final? Justin Madden. Come on. It's Darren Jolly. Yeah, Darren Jolly. Has Darren Jolly kicked the goal? It has to be in the grand final. Has Darren Jolly kicked the goal in the grand final? Has Darren Jolly died? No. Kicked a goal in a grand final. Yes, he did. But Darren Jolly plays for the Pies, and the Pies have a big supporter base. So I would feel, yeah, Hale might be coming. Just imagine how many goals in the final. You typed your question here and not into Google. Corey McKernan. He's 195 centimeter plus, right? Corey McKernan. He's a tall boy. How tall was Corey McKernan back in the day? 197? Yeah. We'll go with Corey McKernan. North Melbourne aren't as big as a supporter base. 1%. All right, guys, remember, we have one undo. This was our worst performing one. So we want a rare, a teammate of Mason Cox who has kicked at least a goal. Oh, yes. Lock it in, James. Lock it in. Lock in that VC. So we need a Mason Cox teammate who has kicked a goal in a grand final. How much did I get? Tom Phillips. Stuff it. Why? He played for Collingwood in the years that Mason Cox was there. And then I Googled, has he kicked a goal? He says, yes, he kicked 2 goals. Oh, that just caps off a terrible night. This is ridiculous. All right. Anyways, Luke Parker goes nuts tomorrow. You very much could. He's going to be playing well and truly in defense against the Lions. But it's at Barossa Park. Don't know that ground well enough. He's a good player. They need him in defense. Cool. Alrighty, guys. That does me. Thank you for joining me. It was a shocking game. But I hope it was a bit more bearable in that we were watching it together. Ankle Sore Podcast. You mentioned that last time. You mentioned them last time. So who are these? Ankle Sore Podcast. Who are these? Ankle Sore Podcast. Who am I looking at? Ankle Sore Podcast is a podcast dedicated to all things AFL. Just 3 regular guys talking like regular guys. Are you on these? Are you with these people? Well, I'll have to look into it, Uncle Akka. I'll have to look into it. See you, Flash. See you, Woody. Good to see you, mate. Fit game, great cut. Oh, thanks, Poet. Much love. Good night till next time. Anytime, Slipping. Joe. Anytime, Travis. Thank you guys for being here with me, for getting us through the game together. And we'll see you all in the next one. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the football. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, why don't we just play the outro video? I know Uncle Akka will hate it, but it's all right. See you in the next one, guys.
Coach tabs on my phone at dawn, scrolling through the carnage, what went wrong? Grammar soul steady, rookies on the rise, mid-prices tempting me, danger in disguise. Big J calling from the couch, mate, check your side. show bragging about a loophole, riding that tide. We're trading in our hopes like stocks on a screen, chasing that price rise, living the dream. We're the center bound crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade. Greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues. Every week we're breaking the rules. AFL in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bound crew. Got duds on the par, can't win a hard ball. Need a downgrade target, answer that call. Possessions piling up, my captain's on fire. Vice loop lightning, sparks through the wire. Yeah. Trade plan scribbled on the back of a bill. One more sideways move, I swear I'll sit still. But the siren hits Friday, logic is gone. Mate, just push and go on. Who you backing in, who you backing in? Who you backing in, yeah. Who you letting go? One more risky move, then we steal the show. We're the center bounce crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade. Greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench from a blues. Every week we're breaking the rules. They fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bounce crew. We're the center bounce crew. Oh yeah, the center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. Ooh, whoa, ooh, yeah, yeah. We're the center bounce crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade. Greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench from a blues. Every week we're breaking the rules. AFL in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. The center bounce crew. The center bounce crew.